Well, good evening. Hello there, my entrepreneurial community. Awesome to be here again with you. Thank you, Mr. Chuck Mangione. We love to always get started with some live music. So here we are. Welcome. And it's a pleasure to be here with you again. It's been a little while. But I just wanted to do this because I know there are those of you who are there who who do we have on the line? You can just go ahead and put it in the chat or and basically tell us calling in. We're all happy to. Okay, nice to have you. Good representation. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get right down to it. As you know, we want to empower our community of entrepreneurs, aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs. That means if you have an idea you want to get started, that's what I call an aspiring entrepreneur. Emerging entrepreneurs, my community, are those who have already started. So here's a deal. And I'm going to touch on some of these as I go in. For you aspiring entrepreneurs, you want to, but there's something holding you back. That's what I want to help you with. For my emerging entrepreneurs, you made the bold move and you got started. And somehow, some things didn't go quite like you expected. You run into challenges, roadblocks, and stuff like that. Don't you worry. That's what I'm here with you for. So, welcome. Hey, this is Coach Jim, the business training coach. And I'm so thrilled that you made it. Today is all about something that's real. Funding, starting, and growing your own business from the ground up, business from scratch. So let's start with a quote that guided me through some of the toughest seasons in my journey. Peter Drucker: the best way to predict the future is to create it. Yeah, you want to build your story, you want to create your story. Don't wait around for it to happen and become a victim of circumstance. If the circumstance you're looking for is not there, you want to go out and you make it. And that's what winners do. They don't wait around. So, if you ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or like your dreams are just out of reach, you're not alone. No, I've been there. I've made it, I've lost it all, I've started over more than once, and I learned the hard way what it really takes to build something that lasts. That's why we're doing this, because we want you to build on a solid foundation. But here's the good news: you don't have to figure it out all on your own. I'm going to make you an offer to walk you through the exact steps, the 4 pillars that help me and so many others go from idea to income, from stock to scaling, building a business with purpose, with clarity, and confidence. You're going to uncover your why and map out your plan, streamline your systems, and learn how to attract the right clients without stress or overwhelm. That's my promise to you. So grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, whatever your favorite relaxing beverage is. Get comfy and let's talk about how you can finally fund, start, and grow your business. The one you've been dreaming about. Let's get to it. So, this challenge that I'm going to tell you about is designed to take you from uncertainty to clarity. It's going to give you actionable strategies to grow your business, win contracts, and position yourself for success. If you are an entrepreneur that is ready to take the next step, then this challenge is for you. Each day is packed with step by step strategies, real world insights, and real life examples systems and actionable tools that is going to help you build on. This challenge will equip you with the clarity, with the systems, with the mindset that you need to grow and thrive. When I launched the four pillar launch and grow business uh, a while ago, it came out of a place where the things I'm going to share with you, let's see if you can relate to them. It came out of a place of struggle. So you've read all the boring, generic advice. You just want someone to take you by the hand and tell you exactly what to do in the exact order that you need to do it. You have been hustling like crazy with hours that you seriously don't even have. And yet you're just feeling like you're getting nowhere. You're suffering from what we call shiny object syndrome, bouncing from one idea to the next, jumping on webinars, jumping on training, doing courses, never fully committing to any of them, and a whole pile of unfinished going on with nothing to show actually. You've considered every business idea out there, but still you feel like you're throwing spaghetti against the wall, trying to make one or some of them stick, any of them. You're tired of being told, and that's a crazy idea, or nah, it won't work. Maybe some of you have been told, like I was told, why don't you get a real job and have a good job, or what others consider to be a good job, and but you're not happy and you want to leave it and start your own business, and you hear the words ringing in your ears, what? You must be crazy. You're going to leave your good job and go start a business? Man, you have not even started yet, but you already feel burnt out. You feel like you're on the verge of giving up. And you begin to think, maybe I'm not cut out for being in business. Maybe it's just not for me. Let me ask you this. Is any of these statements have you been saying, have you when you listen to some of these statements, are you saying, how the heck did Coach Jim get inside my head? Well, if that's you, stay with me, my friend, because you just know that you're in the right place. So let's shift the perspective for a moment. Today, there is not been a better time than now to launch your business, your own business. This challenge is designed to take you from uncertainty to clarity, to give you actionable strategies to grow your business, win contracts, and position yourself to take the next step. Then this challenge is for you. We're going to be covering 5 days, and each day is packed with step-by-step strategies, real-world insights, and actionable tools that can help you to build the foundation for long-term business. So whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, this challenge will equip you with the clarity, with the systems, and with the mindset to grow and thrive. Let me share this with you. When I launched the 4 Pillar Launch and Grow Master Program, I had created an amazing program that many clients loved. I had really nailed the model. My clients, they were thrilled with the results and the whole experience. Now, I have scaled up to accommodate all the people that wanted to enroll. But it wasn't always that way. You see the end results, but you never see the struggles of getting there. Now, the 4 Pillar Launch and Grow came out of the problems and challenges that I faced. My breakdown years ago when I was building my insurance company, customers were coming to me for insurance that they needed like yesterday. Now, when I asked them, well, what's the hurry? Why is there such a hurry? There's one or two answers that I'd always get. One, well, I'm negotiating this contract and I need to bring my insurance, but I don't have one yet. Others would say, well, I got the contract, completed the job, and when I pick up or when I want to pick up my paycheck, but they told me that I must produce my insurance before I can get the check. Oh boy, there was only one problem. I could not help some of them. I was freaking miserable every single time that I'd be faced with a business owner who was scrambling because they didn't have what they needed in place before they launch. Each day, I'll go to my office and I'll be hoping that not one would come with that kind of a problem. I daydreamed, believe it or not, I daydreamed about the kind of excuses that I would make to avoid them just out of pity for their ignorance. I dreaded the thought of telling them that I could not backdate an insurance application. No, that was illegal, and I wasn't about to go to jail for someone. My own confidence had begun to take a hit, a huge hit. I wish I could help them all, but every situation like that felt like a stab in the heart. I took it so personally. I felt so bad for them. I was just plain exhausted and burned out every day from these kind of sales calls. It was becoming a real problem. And to make things worse, we had our waiting rooms piling up and contractors coming in faster than we could evaluate them and their situation and possibly figure out a way to help them. We were having a backlog of applications to be processed. Having too many applications, that would normally be a good thing. It would be amazing if we could process them all and enroll them without rejection. But sadly, we couldn't. So here's why I created the program. This is what led me to creating the program. I call it my breakdown to breakthrough because I was at a breaking point, a point of breakdown. I was so tired, I was frustrated. So I did what I always do when it feels like I am about to break. I thought, there has to be a better way. I will not deal with another prospect who doesn't know or understand the rules of business. I am going to figure out a better way. And I did. I figured out. After all, I'd walked away from a promising engineering career and went out and built my own insurance company successfully. So why couldn't I build a training program for my aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs too? I went back to my youth. I went back through my life, looked back through all the challenges that I had, all the steps that I took to get to where I had arrived, where I'm coming from, and out of the place of frustration. And you know what? Even though I lost everything after I sold my business, I had to figure out and build my dream life again. So I built it once, I sold it, and then I was ready to ride off figuratively into the sunset to a life of ease and luxury. You know the drill. But I guess Divine Master had other plans for me because the recession hit 2007 to 2010 era. And you know it, I lost everything. I lost it all. Money, real estate holdings, transportation issues, banking issues, just everything just went poof, just like that. So, what do you do when you find yourself in that place? In my book, you have two choices. You can sit down and bawl and cry and do nothing about it, or you can get your butt up off your bottoms, get out and figure it out. Find a way to get back in the saddle again. And that was what I did. That was when my breakdown became my breakthrough. I came up with a completely new way to take a complete newbie from idea to launch, or an emerging business from who is stuck, who is floundering. I created a full package coaching program that I had never seen done before. And to this day, I have not seen anyone else using a strategy like this. It completely turned the entire coaching industry on its head. See, after my aha moment, we went to work to create the four-pillar Launch and Grow Master Program, which has been tremendous hit with our target audience, with aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs and small business owners. Now I can educate, train, mentor, and help them to reach fulfillment of their lifelong dream of building a business, owning a business that is able to sustain and provide them with a flourishing lifestyle. Doing so with a clear knowledge and understanding of what it takes to launch and run a business successfully. So, for the first time, I'm sharing my game changing strategies in a coaching program that is designed especially for every individual who aspires to become an entrepreneur and want to own their own company, want to be their own boss, who want to launch and run their business without struggle, without being overwhelmed and spending all their time trying to figure things out. Right now, you believe that you're not ready to jump off on your own. Is that right? You want to start your business, but you're not sure that you can do it. You hear all these voices around you saying, no, that's crazy. Don't do it. You wake up second guessing yourself and your ability. Do you really have it to do it? Can you really do it? You've got a lot of questions. What do I do? What do I need to start? What do I do to get going? But it takes a lot of money to get started, and I don't have a lot of money. I don't even know what product or service I should sell. What if I fail? How could I ever face my family? This seems really hard, but I don't have a plan to follow. You've heard all the fear-based tales, and you're afraid to pull the trigger. You ask yourself all kind of questions that you don't have an answer for. I know there can be a lot of questions and confusion if you're starting for the first time. If you don't have a plan to follow, it can be easy to make some critical mistakes, get off track, and never end up with your dream business. You see, without guidance and support, it can be difficult to make progress at all. So, how do you bridge that gap? Well, let's talk about some of those that have done it with my help. Let's take the case of Joe. Joe was the transportation manager for his county school system. But even as a boy, Joe loved driving. He would see those trucks driving down the road, and boy, he would be so thrilled. He knew that's what he wanted to do. So he went through the process, college, and got a job. And you know the routine. Life happens. Get married, buy a house, start having a family, kids, And that's no time to go launch his business because he has responsibilities to take care of. But Joe never lost sight of his dream. And when the right time came, his kids were all now grown. He was an empty nester. His wife, she was pursuing her master's degree and ready to get his business started. Joe gained the knowledge through my program how to develop and grow that business, how to run that business. So he had a clear understanding of what he needed to do, what steps that he needed to take. And I was right there to hold his hand. We helped him to overcome the credit hurdle so that he was able to get over $250,000 to purchase his first luxury coach. Joe went on to expand into trucking and add more vehicles to his fleet. Now he and his family, they are living the life that he dreamt of when he was a kid. Yeah, he drives now. Sometimes he drives because he still loves it. But the truth of the matter is, he doesn't have to. He's doing it because he wants to. He's the boss of his own transportation company, and he still gets that fulfillment of his passion of driving whenever he wants. And that's the difference. It's his choice. So just imagine this. Imagine what it feels like when you launch your business and you begin to serve your best clients or customers at the very highest level. Imagine adding another stream of income and they're just gobbling up your products or your service. Imagine having a steady increase in customers who keep coming back to you more and more for what you produce. Business growth comes from having regular customers, but having them coming back repeatedly. Just imagine seeing your clients actually show up and get the results that they are looking for because your product or your service is designed to create the result and the experience that makes them massively committed. Generating loyal customers or clients who buy from you repeatedly and frequently because of the power of the system that you employ. How about imagine eliminating bad fit clients easily and quickly with a superior process that allows you to only work with the best clients? And finally, feel like you're working the deepest impact for your best clients, having a real connection to the results that you help them to create with your customers. Just imagine turning the key to your own business and never having to punch a time clock again. Imagine never having to sit in those pressure cooker meetings with your boss breathing down your neck and your colleagues. Oh boy. You think back on those days and you thank heavens because you don't have to have them staring at you, waiting while you fumble for answers while you're swearing under your breath. For real, what would it mean to you? Just think about it. What would it mean to you to stop thinking about having a successful and profitable business and actually having one? That's the idea, friends. That's the idea. So, the 4 Pillar Launch and Grow Business Mastery Program. This is a 5-day program. You'll uncover the proven strategies, practical steps to launch or grow a successful and profitable business. This challenge combines with real life business training with expert coaching to help you clarify your purpose. And that is one of the key elements as a starting point. Your why, knowing why you want to have this business. And and getting very clear on it. Creating a simple plan. In this program, you walk away with your one-page business plan that gives you the step-by-step process that you need to follow. We streamline your processes so you can attract your ideal client and maintain a system that keeps you smooth running. I've held these secrets close over the last few years about how I've been the four-pillar launch and grow business master program helps to accomplish for you as well. So let's talk about the program, the challenge. What's included in this 5-day challenge? Here's your step-by-step guidance. You'll be able to discover your why, uncover your purpose, and clearly define your vision. You'll establish the mission, how you go about it day to day. You'll be able to plan like a pro, create a simple, actionable roadmap that guides you for success. We look at your processes. You perfect your processes. You learn how systems streamline your operation. You'll implement the systems that can take over for you so things can be operating even while you're sleeping. Attracting your customers with messaging. You build your roadmap to success, tying it all together and taking action with confidence. So by the end of this challenge, you'll have the tools, the clarity, and the strategies to launch or grow your home-based online or brick and mortar business. Doesn't matter what kind of business. We have the plan that will help you to get started without stress or overwhelm. So we are going to help you. Because your dream business is waiting so you can take the first step today. We're inviting you to join the challenge. Join this challenge and begin the process of getting your business started. So here's my offer to you. It's an exclusive offer, and this is only for participants in the 5-day challenge. When you take action now, you'll unlock over $17,000 in transformational value, plus a guaranteed spot in my upcoming high-ticket program that I'm launching in September. So the 5-day challenge, which is what we're looking at right now, that is to get you started. If you're new, that's to give you an overview of what the business journey looks like and equip you with some of the basic and elementary tools that you need. Tools like your business plan, tools like your bookkeeping setup, tools like your marketing systems, the kind of marketing that you need. And all these are going to be specified and tailor-made to the type of business that you are wanting to develop. Now, here is what you unlock when you act fast. Because the high-ticket program, which I'm launching in September, is valued at $9,997. But your locked-in price is $997, an outrageous 90% off. So you save $9,000 and guarantee your spot before the doors open. That's when you take advantage of this 5-day challenge. This is only for people that take advantage of the 5-day challenge. But what else do you get in the program? Weekly, bi-weekly, every 2 weeks, live coaching with me. Question and answer. You have burning questions, challenges issues, you get the opportunity to have them handled. That's a value of almost $3,000. And you get supported with ongoing coaching and mentorship. That's the idea. It's not a one shot deal, it's a continuous process. What else do you get? One on one strategy session with me. That's valued at $29.97. This is where you get a personal roadmap to accelerate your growth. Is that it? Is that all? Or is there more? You bet your bottom dollar there is more. I mentioned the one-on-one strategy session that you get at the end of the 5-day challenge, but you also get a personalized roadmap to accelerate your growth. You get access to my elite mastermind community. This is valued at $19.97. This is where you have colleagues at different level that you can interact with them. You share your strategies, your ideas, your challenges, your issues. You get help and you give help just by your own experiences. You're able to connect at a high level with peers and build powerful relationships. I can think of many of the relationships that I have today that came out of events like these masterminds that I attended and met people and made connection. And we still help each other today. But not only the help that you get there, but it's also the mental support that you get. Now, on top of all of this, we give you a 30-day full. We know what we are offering and we stand behind what we do. So, is there anything else? Yes. So, I have a bonus for the first 20 that signs up in the next 15 minutes. You'll receive an exclusive access to the bonus content and prior to scheduling on your one-on-one session. Access to the 5-day challenge, your daily training, your action steps, and momentum building strategies to kickstart your journey. Now, here is the best part of all of this. Your investment today, only $97. Just think of it, $97. And you get all of what I've just outlined there. So it's up, act now, because this offer is time sensitive. Only the first 20 people who sign up in the next 15 minutes will receive the full bonus package and lock in the $9.97 price for the September program. So here's a choice that you can lock your seat in. You can click on the square link here, and this will take you to the page where you can simply put your credit card in and pay the $97 and reserve your ticket, lock yourself in. And you can use many different payment options. As a matter of fact, when you use this particular portal, you actually have the opportunity of spreading $97 over 4 payments with no interest. 4 payments of $24.25. Now that is a steal. But you can also use Cash App. Dollar Bisco Jim. That's the call sign to use your Cash App. So you can pay by Cash App, Dollar Bisco Jim. You can also pay by Zelle, through the banking app. And your access to that is 404-288-6500. That will take you into my business account, Better Business Solutions, and you get to lock your seat in. So why should you take advantage of this opportunity tonight and sign up for the 5-day challenge? By the way, this 5-day challenge begins on Monday the 25th, and it runs through until Friday. So Monday the 25th through Friday the 29th, 12 noon to 1:30. So we cover all these elements. Day one, we talk about your mindset, and we get there. There are 6 areas that we covered there, like things like your vision. What is your vision? And how do you craft that vision? Craft a vision statement. And what about your mission? What's the relationship between the vision and the mission? You always hear about these. By the way, um, we have 12 more minutes to go. You get, and it's important to understand this. What is the difference? Your vision, that's long term and futuristic. Your mission, on the other hand, is now. What do you do now to get out there? We have some innovative ideas that we share with you guys to help not just clarify that, but to actually implement it. And what about your chief aim? What is your chief aim? Do you have one? Do you know what it is? Are you clear about it? Bruce Lee, the Oriental actor. You can Google Bruce Lee's chief aim. It sets it out perfectly and simply. You can pattern your chief aim after that. You know, things like these, when you understand uh, these concepts and put them in place, that makes all the difference in the world. You're no longer thinking about what am I going to do? No, you're thinking about how am I going to implement these ideas in my business. These are the things that actually help you to grow. We have identified and earmarked a concept that is called, uh, wow, it is so unique. It is really unique. That concept, when you understand that concept, then everything makes a difference. You have it, but many people don't know it. It's a skill that you possess. And for many of you, it is just inside of you waiting to come out. But you are not sure how to bring it out. But once you bring that out, then wow, it makes all the difference in the world. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I will let you wait until you come into the program and we teach you how to develop that UP. Okay? And it's all an integral part of it. It's reaching deep inside of you, outside of just the norm thinking about things. And it helps you to keep your mind focused, clearly focused, maintain clarity, go on that journey, overcome obstacles. Obstacles are going to come. Let me tell you right up front, if you have not experienced because when they come, you don't know how to handle it. Yeah, that's where you need help and you need guidance. So once we have identified all of these, we go ahead and show you how to create your chief aim. That's like your compass that you're going down the road with. From that, we go ahead and we help you create your business plan. You've heard it said, everyone tells you that you need a business plan to go in business. My experience was when I talk about the business plan, people would always say, yeah, I got one. I say, oh, okay, let me take a look at it so I can help you out with it. Well, it's in my head. Duh, I can't look inside your head. Besides, when your business plan is in your head, you know what happens. It changes just like the weather changes. You have nothing solid and lay found to follow. So we help to extract your ideas out of your head and put that on paper. So here it is sitting on your desk. This is not a highfalutin business plan, a 30, 40-page business plan that is sitting on the um, said that is on the shelf. No, gathering dust. That's for those big guys, the business, those the bankers and all those people that those that kind of thing. For you guys, you just something that you can look at and it guides you every single day. So it is right there on your desk beside you. Okay, all right, congratulations. I see a few people are jumping in here. Nice. Okay, let's keep going. We got so much more minutes left. We have about 7 6 7 minutes. Yeah. Okay. But we still have a few more slots. Still have a few more slots. So go ahead and jump in. Go ahead and sign up. Use my Square link, which is right there. Click on that if you're on your phone or on your computer. That's a live link so you can open up. That's what it looks like over here. Or you can use Cash App, Dollar Biz Coach Jim. And then there's Zelle. Zelle 404-288-6500. When you sign up, when you get in, then we're going to carefully go through all of these processes. So one of the other things that I find many people struggle with, what I know I want to start my business, but what product am I going to sell? What is my product or what service? Well, if you have, and that's legitimate, and if you have questions like that, then we definitely help you to quantify it, to identify it, and get clear about it. Not only do we help you to identify the product or service that is aligned with your passion and your skills and your expertise, but we also help you to price that product, to find the right price point for it. So you don't price yourself out of the market and you don't underserve yourself. So you go out of business because you're not making enough money. Yeah, all of those are areas we cover for you. All of that goes into your business plan. As we move on down, we get down to your operations. We get down to your business, the people that you need, your team. Who do you need to support you in your business? What employees do you need to have? And what are they going to do? What is their function? What is their operation? What are they going to do? You have to be clear on that. So we help you to get that clarity. So going in, you know what kind of help you need. Not only the human part, but there's also the operational part. What operations do you need? What kind of equipment? What kind of machinery? What kind of inventory? What kind of storage or space that you need? What kind of office you need? There's a lot of questions that has to be answered. And you don't want to wait until you get in there that you start trying to figure it out. Figure it out ahead of time so your movement can be much faster. We're wrapping up, guys. We're down to 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and we still got a few more slots. So go ahead and click the link or pick the way that you want to pay your $97 so you can lock your spot in. And remember, when you lock your spot in, you're just locking your spot in to go through this 5-day challenge that is going to teach you the fundamentals. And if you've already started, that will be even better because then you'll know what you don't have and how important it is to put them in. It begins to make a whole lot more sense to you. So yeah, go ahead and lock your slot in, lock your spot in. And this is just the start of your journey, the beginning of this journey. Because when you get in here, then you'll have the opportunity of locking in specialized pricing of $9.97 for the Pillar in Action high ticket program that I'm going. And that is where, oh man, that's a doozy. That's where when we get into that program, we are going to take not just what we have covered here, but we are going to implement all those other areas that you probably never even thought about until you got in and you found yourself faced with it. Yeah, we're going to um, we're going to get you prepared so that you know exactly what you are doing, and that gives you the opportunity for success. So, well, by the time we get down to day number 4, that's where we get down into your messaging and your marketing. That's where the rubber meets the road. That's where the revenues, income comes into your business. But we also gonna position you so you know how to keep score. You have implement the right scorekeeping mechanism in your business so that you never drift. You are able to make good decisions because you know what is happening. How many of you ever been to a ball game, whether football, baseball, or cricket, or basketball, whatever? What is the one thing that is common to all of these games? You got it. A scoreboard. Yeah, you gotta keep track of the game. I'm always tickled when I go to these games because I get fun sometimes out of watching people. Um, Here they are in a basketball game, for example, or football. Their head is like a bobbing head. He's going up to the jumbotron where the scoreboard is, and he's going on to the field to watching the play. That's a fun part for me. I don't know about others, but I like that. But it just illustrates to me and demonstrate the value of keeping score. Well, if in games you have to keep score, and it is so important, then how about your business? That is your life. So you have to understand how to keep the score so you can keep your business moving. Okay, guys, so go ahead and lock your spot in. $97. The clock is almost at the ticking point where that 15 minutes is over, and after this we have to go into the regular pricing. So thank you so much for being here with me, taking time out to share with me on this evening, and I look forward to seeing you. Once you get locked in, for those of you who have locked in, you will be getting what's your email? You will be getting your pre course package that you can start preparing for your course, for your challenge. So when Monday rolls around at 12 o'clock, you will be excited and ready to say, yeah, man, I want to learn this. I'm excited. And you know what? I, too, am excited for you. Thank you for being here with me. Enjoy your evening, and I look forward to seeing you Monday.